Welcome back. Continuing our very first unit is talking about functions. How do we know something is a function versus just a relation? A function is a special kind of relation. Now remember, a relation is just a list of ordered pairs or a graph or a table or something where you're taking two numbers and putting them together in some kind of a fashion. But a domain is a special one where each item from one set, the domain, is matched with exactly one item from a different set or the range. This is a function. So in a nutshell, there should be no repeat x values. No repeat x values. So the domain is the lowest x value to the highest x value. And then the range is the lowest y value to the highest y value. X values are called input values just because we usually have an x in equation, like 3x plus 4 or 7x minus 2. And remember, we're putting values into that to find the answer, and that's why it's called the input value. The output value are the y's. Those are the answers we get once we input something. So examples of functions on the left. We really only care about the x values right now. So I have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. None of that's repeating, so that's a good function. If we look here, you always assume that the left side is x and the right side is y, unless they tell you otherwise. And you're looking to make sure that only one arrow goes from each number. There's only one arrow, then it's good to say that's a function. And then for your table, again, you're checking down the x column and making sure that none of the x values are repeated. Now I know we have a -1 here and a +1 down here, but remember, a -1 and a +1 are two different values, and so it's not counted as repeating. Versus over on this right side, we have this x value of 2 that's repeated, which makes that not a function. In the mapping diagram, this one has two arrows going from it, so that's not a function. And then in our XY table, we see the value of 1 pop up twice, and so that's not a function. Another way that we can tell if something is a function is by looking for a vertical line test. If you draw a vertical line, so a vertical line is going straight up and down like this, and you only touch a point of the graph one time, then it is a function. So I should be able to come through here and draw a straight line through all of these and never touch another of the points. That is a function. If I come over here on the right side, this very first line that I draw, I touch 2 points. So that is not a function. Let's go through this example. A. Again, we're looking here at our input values to see, do we have any repeats? And we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing repeated, so yes, this is a function. Letter B. This is a graph, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use that vertical line test. And remember, you can put that vertical line anywhere you want. And I have right here 2 points. And so this one would not be a function because it does not pass the vertical line test. Example C. And again, we're only looking at the X column. We have the 2 there twice. It's repeating, so no, that is not going to be a function. And then we have one of our mapping. And if I look here at this -1, that has 2 arrows going to it. And so that would not be a function. Again, we don't care that there's 2 3s, 2 4s, and 2 5s in the range. That's not what we were caring. It's about the input values. And so because that -1 has two different outputs, it's repeated, and that is not a function. That's the end of today's lesson. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day.